All right, everybody, welcome to your next episode of Are They Hacking or Do You Suck? This is my second video on this same match. The first video that we recorded was on this right here, Bleezy. So if you haven't watched that video yet, take a look at that video. The names of the videos are the names of the people that we're investigating, so it's really easy to find out who it is. So, we're going to be over here talking about this person right here, Elontae Musk. Ugh, why are we talking about Elontae Musk? Well, along with Bleezy, Elontae Musk was doing some pretty suspicious things during our match. Now, in this match, if you didn't watch the other video, I'll go ahead and sum it up for you. We got absolutely crushed in this match. Why did we get crushed? Well, some people were shooting through smoke, getting headshots on people that had no earthly way of knowing where the people were. Some of the stuff was, legitimate kills, but there were also some things happening that were not so legitimate, but I'll leave that up to y'all. So we're going to get back over here to Elontae, and we're going to look at Elontae's engagements, because Elontae was the carrier for this match. So let's go ahead and start off, okay? And what I'm going to be doing, if you haven't watched these videos before, is I'm going to be jumping to the engagements. We're not going to be watching the whole match. I would love to do that, but each video would be 30 or 40 minutes long, and I would probably lose most of you halfway through because I would get really bored. If you want to see narrations of the whole matches, just let me know. I'll narrate the whole match. I've got all day long. So here we go. All right. Let's get back on our individual here. I'm just going to go ahead and bump it up a little bit. Let's watch Elontae Musk. We're not going to be going up to the just the deaths, the pure deaths, just the engagements where they get kills, because that's what we're looking for here. So let's see. All right. Elontae Musk is not concerned about the person in lower. All right, good crosshair placement. Not so great, but still good. All right, so here we go. Let's scoot up to the next engagement. All right, that's that round. Boom. Here we are, the next engagement. Now, this is a kill, and then shortly after, a death. Throughout these videos, I'm also going to be watching to see, very nice headshot. Nice looking deagle there. Dies right there, so we're going to scoot this up a little bit. Like I said, I'm doing this for the expediency of the video. I really don't want to just sit back and watch. Ooh, I don't know. Let's go back and take a look at that. Let's slow that down once we get up here. Let's see if there was any way for the old Elontae Musk to know that there was an individual there. Let's see what we got. Okay, there's nobody there. Let's just keep an eye out right here. We still can't see anybody on the screen. Nobody else is out there. We don't have anybody mid from their team, so there's no way to know that this person is here until we see them. So let's see if there's any crosshair training. Well, I don't know. I'll let y'all be the judge of that one. Let's back up, watch at full speed until we get to the next engagement. I know we already watched at full speed, but let's just see what we got here. The slowing things down can make it look like, oh, no big deal. I know, that seems like a positive engagement. I think that's okay. Right there, another positive engagement. The person stuck their head out. We saw everything that happened. Here, we're moving up, collecting their util. I think we got another kill coming up here, so we're just going to let this ride for a second. I'm not going to fast forward up to it. Here we go, making a lot of noise. We know where they're coming from. All right, positive engagement. I think that's completely fair. Good crosshair placement. Good holding the angles. Really good flash. Checking corners, looking good. Nah, another positive engagement. That was my fault. I shouldn't have come off that box. Let's see what else we got here. There's another engagement coming up. Checking sight. Got a good smoke drop there. Checking sight. Good crosshair placement. I got nothing negative to say about that. Boom, and a death. So let's go ahead. We're going to back it up a few seconds so that we can get back on our individual here. So the next round we got a death. The following round we got a death. So we're going to skip these 2 rounds here. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you can see the skulls lighten up. We're going to skip those and get up to this next engagement here. Let's see what we're working with. Checking sight, good. Checking sight, good. Alright, good clean kills, good muzzle rise compensation. So let's go ahead and just, we'll slow that down for a moment. He's going to die right here, but we're going to skip this death and the next death. We're going to go to the next engagement here. And, you know, sometimes I don't just jump straight to the engagement. Sometimes I will jump and then back up because knowing the context of the kill a few seconds before, I don't just want to watch the kill because you never know what can be said or what's coming on the comms or what somebody did before that. You want to make sure that there's a clear indication that there's no way this person could have had them on target. Knowing the general area someone's at is fine, but being able to, you know, little late, little late. Well, we know somebody's there now, so this is a good clean kill. Good clean kills, good clean kills. That was a horrible play from the other side. So let's go ahead and jump up to the next one. Now here is a 1, 2, 3. This is a 4K for purple here, or whatever you want to call that color. I call it purple because I don't know. All right, so we got a grenade went off there. Didn't break the smoke. Ooh, got hit in the head with that molly. Let's see. I'm just going to let it ride slow for now. I'm not even going to slow this down. Let's go ahead and just watch this one. All right. Good, clean engagement. Body out in the open. No hiding. No crosshair training. Oof. A missed opportunity on the molly from the other side. Let's take it back just a few seconds on that one. Let's go ahead and run through this. It's hard to navigate this timeline slider, so easiest thing to do is go back 15 seconds. Now let's watch this. So let's listen for running. Okay, so we're flashed out. We know that there's a molly coming from there, and there's nobody out in the open, so yeah. Yeah, I'm going to call that a clean engagement. Nobody there watching CT. I think that if this person was... Yep, another clean engagement. Another clean engagement. This is one of those people that looks like... it just looks like this is a very well-seasoned player. Very clean player. That doesn't mean, you know, who knows? Does this person have aim hacks on? Do they have radar hacks on? Do they have any of that stuff on? We don't know. We don't know. That was another clean kill, by the way. That was a clean 4K. Everything there, nothing suspicious about that to me. The only reason I'm reviewing this person right here is because somebody on our team said that, you know, they were doing some suspicious stuff. But everything I see here is clean and clear. Another clean one. Another clean kill. Another clean kill. Good muzzle rise compensation. Very clean. Very clean. We got a death there, so we're just going to go ahead and pause there, and we're going to scoot up to the next engagement because there's no reason to watch everybody else at the moment. So we're going to move up the next round. He doesn't get any kills. This following round after that, let's see here. So let's go ahead and start us off here. All right, there was a peek from yellow on that team, so we definitely saw a shoulder there. There's nothing to hide there. We know where yellow is because everybody knows where to hide on B site. We know you're behind the car. We know you're behind the blocks. All right, good crosshair placement. Good crosshair placement. Good crosshair placement. Good golly, man. You are a beast. That's the kind of stuff I like to see on here. This, you know, unless something happens in like the next 3 engagements, this is just a class A player. The things that you got to be worried about is when the player's crosshair is 3 inches to the right, or 3 inches to the left, or 2 inches above, 2 inches below, and they're getting a really good headshot percentage. Or, you know, you can see we all know the recoil pattern for most of these weapons. If you've played long enough, you know that the recoil pattern is important to know. So it's when the rounds are coming off the recoil pattern that you can be suspicious about aim assist and things like that. So let's see here. Let's move up. Another clean engagement. And you can tell that these are clean engagements because this person isn't crosshair training on the person. Like, the crosshair is not on the opponent at the time of the engagement. I call it crosshair training when, you know, before they ever come out, the crosshair is already on the person. Good bounce for the smoke. Good crosshair placement. Oof, another good one. I'm enjoying this, even though I'm watching my own team get completely smashed here. I really love watching this guy. Or girl, whatever the case may be, or whatever. Hell, for all we know, it could be a kitty cat. Let's see here. So he doesn't get anything for the following engagements. Nothing there. It's just a death on the next round. So let's go ahead and move up to the next engagement. This is the match point. And I believe that... Let's see here. This video is going to be a quick one because I don't even have to slow down. Now, another clean engagement. Another really clean engagement. So, while I let this run here, I'll slow it down for just a minute. He's going to die here. But I just want to slow this down for just a moment, and I just want to go ahead and say that, you know, there's a lot that goes into analyzing these videos, and one of the big things is reaction time. Now, you can have some really good reaction time. I understand that. You can have some really good angles. You can have some really good everything. But there's a certain amount of time that it's going to, you know, take a human being to acquire a target on a screen and engage that target on the thing. And some of these people, you can tell they're way beyond they're way beyond what's possible. That doesn't mean they're hacking. Maybe they're a prodigy, maybe, I don't know. But I do know that there's even hardware devices out there that can I saw one on the Facebook Marketplace not that long ago. I can't remember what it was called. But basically it went in between your mouse and your PC. A guy was selling it, and he said he was selling it because he didn't play the games that much anymore. But what it did was it had a bunch of macro options in it, and you could control recoil, you can control fire rate, you can control all kinds of stuff, and you just went into the settings for the controller in your computer. And even though we know VAC has a bunch of stuff that's supposed to, you know, help with macro scripts and stuff like that, binding, key binding and stuff like that, still, it's out there. That hardware, people are manufacturing this stuff just to cheat. So I think right here, with the person that we were just reviewing, Elontae Musk, will go back and get a nice little, right there, Elontae Musk. I think this person right here is just a Class A player. So Elontae Musk, if you're watching this video, kudos. I mean, this is just really good gameplay, and I enjoy seeing really good players on the team. Your teammate, however, Bleezy, not so much. Subpar, you know, maybe mid-style player. I think had some indications of where people might be. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll let the viewers decide. So thanks for watching once again. If you like it, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. This thing gets nowhere and does nothing if I can't get some views. So let's just keep it going so I can keep making these videos, because if I could get this thing popular and play my favorite game, that would be awesome. So thanks for watching.